Hey, I'm Kev Mr. Con. Welcome back to Ride 3 Has. Before we get into it for the new category we're going to be taking on, I thought I'd show off some customization with the bike. So we've got the silver here. We select our Aprilia, our beautifully painted Aprilia. Here's the customize. Is RT. Now we can customize the engine, gearbox, brakes and suspension appearance. Definitely need to do that. Or the wheels. So first up, the engine. So we've got the ECU, the air filter, the cylinder head, the high quality oil. Now you've got to change this quite a lot, I believe. After quite a lot of usage, you're going to be down on power slightly, so you're going to have to change the oil. It's a bit like, say, Gran Turismo. Remember that. And then we've got exhaust, friction reduction. So use of lubricants and racing additives enables the engine to reduce friction within the various mechanisms inside it. Then the racing pistons, racing rods and crankshaft balancing, as well decreased vibrations produced by the engine in most, improving riding comfort and reducing any dispersion stresses and strains to which the crank mechanism is subjected. So in order to upgrade I think the first thing we would probably look at would be the ECU. We've just got the stock ECU, so it doesn't seem like there's any difference actually. Choosing between these two. So again, that's just 300. So I added that on. Then the air filter, so we can get improved air filter or a race air filter. Definitely want a race air filter. Notice it's not too much to going to improve the bike. And then we've got prepared head kits. Go for head kit 2. Oh, that, okay, saying that, that's 5,000. That's quite a lot. Then high quality oil. Yeah, we want to purchase that for 80. Then exhaust. Complete Headwell exhaust here. So we've got a stock exhaust. You can see that increases power and acceleration. So increase the top speed, and then friction reduction. Let's see what happens if we max this out. So and then racing pistons as well. I've spent around 15,000 already. I shouldn't get too carried away with this, I don't think. 17,000 for racing rods, and then crankshaft balancing. So that's around 20,000 spent. So if you look at our bike, we've increased acceleration from around 4 to 4.5, top speed to 5 from just over 4, 4.5, between 4 and 4.5, balancing as well, up at least like 0.5, braking power, not up a lot, but then we haven't really looked at it. So then we've got gearbox, quick shifter and the chain. So for gearbox, we can put in a racing gearbox for 2,000. And a quick shifter as well, just helping with the electronics. So that's 500, and then the chain guarantees better throttle response. So again, that increases the maximum torque, as you can see. That's only 50, and that's paintable as well, as you noticed. Now here we come to the brakes. So we've got the brake discs. You can put a big old fat braking disc in there. Put that in for 2,000. Then brake pads as well. So put in the racing brake pads. Put that in for just 200. That's not bad. Brake calipers. As you'll see that on the left hand side. So kit 1 or kit 2 improves the handling as well. That's 500. Then braking cable. So we've just got a stop braking cable going up to our brake lever, as you can see. Or braided brake lines, that's only 50. And then suspension, so this will majorly improve the handling. Put it in for 2,000. So again, we improved that for around 10,000, I think. And then appearance, that's what we all know about that. And then wheels as well, so wheel rims and tyres. So we can put some new wheel rims on this, and this wheel, as you can see, reduced rate majorly by over a kilogram, 1.5. Helps the acceleration handling, helps the performance points as well. So just scrolling through, trying to find kind of lightweight. It's like Streamline is the most, it's the best at the moment for weight wise. So just go Streamlined. So let's scroll along. That's 1,500. And then tyres. So we got different to choose from. Of course, this will improve the handling, performance, power. So that's 2,000. And that is our Priya fully upgraded. So if we look at it now, 138 performance points, 4.5 on acceleration, 5 on top speed, 6.6 on handling, 5.2 on braking power. The weight, 114.8 kilograms, 47 CV. Maximum power, you can see. Rims are paintable as well. And 29.4 Newton meters maximum torque. So yeah, you can paint the wheel rims, you can paint the chains as well on the bike. So yeah, that is bike customization. And that is going to dominate the 125cc class. But I thought I'd just show that off before we head into icons. As it's inherited from the past, recognised for its historical and aesthetic value. This is the definition of heritage, a term that is very popular in the motorcycling world, which identifies modern bikes that are inspired by design and taste of a past that overwhelmingly come back into fashion. Bikes which remain faithful to the original design but enrich and reinterpret it thanks to technology and its achievements. They are the perfect bikes for those who are looking for an original style without having to give up speed. So you've got 17 stars to get in this. It's got introduction, so we've got a point-to-point race now for the first time. 3 single races, then a time attack. And if we complete this, we get a lovely looking bike as well. So this event is open to naked bikes. Oh, I thought we had a naked bike. I guess not. So we can choose from the Kawasaki W800, the Moto Guzzi V9 Wobbler, or Bobber, should I say? Could be a Wobbler as well. Or the V72 Special, the Mr. Martini P62, the SM Torno, and then the Triumph Scrambler. Then the Brat Tracker, I've been told to avoid this though. And the Street Twin as well, then the Yamaha SCR 950 Scrambler. So we've got quite a lot of choices here. I can see why you would choose that though, because that's got not a lot of weight, under 200 kilograms. And it's got quite a lot of horsepower as well. So what's the best? Well, that's the best as far now. Unfortunately, you've got to complete the TTT volume. So what do you choose? Do you choose this, the old Italian bike? Because that's a very good handling bike apparently. It's right up there with the Scrambler as well. Or do we just choose the Triumph as... Oh, that's got lots of braking power. That Yamaha. But again, we want speed. We do. So that's 3.8. That's got 3.9. Doesn't weigh a lot as well, that bike. What you saying? That's 162 kilograms, that bike. That's barely anything. So top speed is all 4, it looks like. It's just difference in acceleration mainly. Oh no, that's got 4.2 there. But that's got superb acceleration. And very good braking power and handling. So let's go for that. Oh, we are sure. As we go again. Look at our new bike. It is just a frame. That's it, really. 2015 Yamaha. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. As for motorbike fans, the name Torno is associated with nakeds produced by Aprilia and various engine signings. But this too has nothing to do with the bikes made in no, because its origins are found in the Yamaha 500TZ. That's why we saw Yamaha then. For those unfamiliar with it, it's a 500cc twin engine bike produced by Yamaha in the 70s. The engine has 48 horsepower, 8,500 RPM. Maximum torque is 44 at 6,500 RPM, and that goes into kind of calibration. The handlebars as well, styled on the Yamaha 500 TZ. Are the fuel tank and the small curved tail, modified to adapt that. In retro style wedge, we've got the rims and about the brakes as well. As we head to the green hell for the first time. So we are finally racing in this episode as we rev it up. Get a decent start. For this thing had good acceleration. Are we just going down the long straight? Is this the whole point-to-point race? So we were flying in third there. Look at the formation in front. Let's get up to fifth. Oh, I need a tow. Need to catch up to this gang in front. As they're them weaving from side to side. What the hell are they doing? Is it a Sunday jolly for them? As he dropped back down. There we go, the power slipstream giving us an extra 5 miles per hour. I've noticed slipstream is incredible in this game. As you brake into that corner. Down the inside of a number of bikes. Up into fifth. As almost halfway completing this. And off the corner, I braked a bit too much there. That was not good. Feel like my rider's a bit too dressed up. Compared to everyone else who go around the outside into third. That's how you make moves around here. There's all turn right. Just about. Again, I forgot to up the difficulty, didn't I? Should be starting at 100, not 99. We're taking the lead on our naked bike. It's downhill, heading towards the Fluxplatz. I'm guessing we're going to finish just after that. After all these long straights, as we start to race away on our naked bike. Absolutely flying flat out for the rights. There's barely any rise there as well. That's not very good modding, is it, Milestone? I almost forgot to put it up into fifth. That's my god, we're reaching 120 miles per hour. As we're almost at the finish. So we've got one corner to go. As what the hell? That corner's modelled weirdly as well. As we cross the line in first place, domination on board our naked bike. As we go into the 40s now rank wise, and quite a lot of credits earned back after modifying our Aprilia. And we gained success with 3 stars. As we've raced 500 kilometers as well. I've done quite a lot of online racing as well, trying to check that out. Not good things to report on an online, unfortunately, though. So that's our first point-to-point race done. Now we're heading back to single races for the next 3 events, beginning round Brands Hatch and the Indy circuit again. And before this race, here it is. It's up to 100% and very difficult. So you look around, get ready to go underway for 2 laps. Now let's see if it is very difficult for us to win now. That is absolutely ridiculous at the start. Already into the top 5. Are you kidding? We lead by after a corner. As you go into Druids. Into Graham Hill. Of course that happens the first time we race on 100%. Might have to be 105 then. But I am enjoying this naked bike. This is probably my favourite bike so far, this naked bike. I'm loving this bike. it actually feels like I'm in control of the bike. With the handling in, say, MotoGP 18 and this game, I've never really felt in control of, say, the Moto2 or Moto3 bikes or the Super Sport or 125cc bikes. So I don't feel like I'm in total control. But this bike just responds to me. Every input I want, it gives to me. I'm braking. It actually brakes how I want it to do. We get it down to second gear, the rear end comes round how I like it to. It feels like the hand is just made for this bike. Loving this bike, loving these naked bikes, and loving that I've turned up the difficulty and somehow made it easier, apparently. I don't quite know how that works. So it's winning by 10 seconds, my god. If we had another couple of that, we'd be lapping people as we crossed the line for a very close race there. Incredibly close. There's no one else in the shot, bloody hell. As we get lots of prestige, no doubt about that. And we get another 3 stars added to the total. That's just ridiculous. 4 seconds. So next time we head to Tenerife now for the halfway mark. 5-mile lap. It could take an age in these bikes. So after that performance, got to increase it to 105 now. As we are already under the Spanish sun. Gorgeous hills and serene scenery around there. There's hello. So we've made up another position at the start. Now this is a different layout to the one we had before. As we've quickly made it into third. Oh, we start on the very quick section though. Or perhaps quickest as you get into the lead. Hey, you only took like 3 corners this time. The upping in difficulty did work. You got to say. So you've got 2 laps off this, my god. Might go out for a drink or something in the middle part of this race and then rejoin as it's ridiculous. Oh, hello, someone wants to fight. Hi, buddy. Thought I'd never see another person in this race again. So you just out-brake them round the outside and take the apex on the next corner. So you do have the slipstream, which is a bit disconcerting. I think I forgot to put my settings on for this bike as well. I changed the difficulty, but didn't put on the correct settings. So we've got the baseline set up. Otherwise, we want longer gearing, no doubt. We've got a much quicker Tenerife layout, it looks like. And you see, topping out a 113, which isn't good. And this guy's just pushing us through all the corners. But at least we've got someone with us. So are we near the end of the lap? That's a bit wide, that was a bit lazy. Getting slowed down a bit too much for that corner. Oh my god, there's a left-hander there. Probably should have realised that a bit sooner. Look at this, through the rocks. Feel like I'm raying. So there's a bit wide. Then we've got a hairpin coming up. And out of there, it sounds like we're building a gap, but not a big gap. 1.4 seconds. Have we broken the toe though? With a gap like that? I'm not sure. I feel like they're still going to be close behind. They've Let's get out of here, Paul. Sounds like the best final corner. So complete the lap in 3:30. Got to lead a half a second. So this could go to the line actually. You've got long flat out sections and I did not put on the right gearing, so they're within slipstream distance. You know, it could be a run to the line. Well, it's just about whether we can get away in these twisty sections. So in these flat out sections, you can hear them roaring up behind us. Can hear second droning in. Oh, look, there they are, right on cue. But this is our weakest section this first half of the lap. Second half we should be much better. So again, not the best exit from that corner. Maybe a bit too slow as well. Braking a bit too much. And so we'd be fighting to hold them off through these rights. You go up to maximum speed, past the speed cameras, totally within the legal limit. 130 miles per hour. That's right, isn't it? But now we get the toe off the corner. We get the inside line as well. As look at that level. The checkpoint. Oh, he's got the exit on the corner. Just about made that dive work. Well, this is a good battle for the win. It's all a bit wide. Heading into the hairpin. Losing the rear slightly under braking. That's not good. We need to build this lead to over a second. We were 1.4 up at this stage on the previous lap. So he's right in tow range. He's right round the outside in the hairpin. We get the drive off the corner. Round the outside. Do we hold on to the line? Just. That was a good battle in the end. Maybe 105 is our difficulty. Has got to rank 45. And we get 5 stars. My God. As we didn't get the fastest lap either. Second, third and spell bad, but I guess they were in quite a bit of tow, were they? Doesn't look like it actually from the gaps. We win by just 3/10. That was a good race. And so our final race is round Alton Park. As this is the first time we visited here. I can't remember now. But yeah, this is a very undulating, very tricky circuit. Bit like a tighter version of Donington really, maybe with this layout. Let's see what we can do then. Round another British circuiters. Why is everyone going to the right? Let's follow them. As we've got 2 laps round here. We actually loaded our setup. Let's have we led out the first corner again. Not quite. As we run towards the left-hander. Well, he led into the second corner. As you told, these difficulties are circuit by circuit, race by race, it seems like. And unfortunately, now that we've got a proper setup on, and we're not at a disadvantage like we were in the last race, we're just getting away from everyone again. I do love this Alton Park circuit. Not so much in the cars, because I'm dreadful with it in the cars, but on the bikes, 2 wheels. Touch better at it around there. At least according to multiplayer, I am. Apart from this final corner, I was wheeling when we were racing the Kawasaki TR1 bikes. The 2016 World Superbike. Out of that corner. Always losing time, so the more powerful bikes, got to watch out for that rear-in, which is a bit of an issue in MotoGP 18, I'm finding. Do we need even slow down for this left? Only slightly. So a bit wide. So we're 5 seconds ahead of everyone. God's sake. I will watch back to these videos and note down which circuits are more difficult, which circuits are easier. So you can adjust it on the fly in future episodes. Difficulty. But again, it could just depend on bike as well. We've got the top line naked bike here. About to have the top line Honda. And then we had the top line Aprilia. In the 125 category. So yeah, lots of things to look at. Lots of variables as well for these difficulties, but so far on the naked bikes, it's just been perfect. We are at home on board these bikes. But now we've got our biggest challenge yet coming up for our SM Turno. And that's because we haven't done well at the time attacks. We haven't got 3 stars at all from any of them so far. So let's see what we can do about Headwell Park. Well, this won't help. Again, giving myself 3 laps. So you've got to beat 1:11 as it's at a very tight hairpin. That is. My God, that's ridiculous, that cutback. Have we started the lap? My God. But again, Cadwell is just turned up to 11 for undulation. For sweeping bends, it is a nightmare to negotiate if you are not familiar with it like I am. Just trying to learn this track. Because if you get it wrong, you just ended up in grass. And it is very easy to get it wrong around it. So this first lap, we'll just be exploring what we can do. I believe there's a blind right-hander yet, because we go downhill. There we go, off track. And see, we're way slower than our target. Oh, 1:13. Okay, we're not way slow. Considering we went a control wide in that hairpin. So we've got less than 3 seconds to make up. We can be much more aggressive through that right. I know we are 2.4 up. This is close. I hope I've got the gearing right. Again, brake too much for that right. Just trading the brakes in when I shouldn't have. Should have just released the brakes much sooner. So go through the left. This is going to be close. This is close to the target. We've done it by a 10th. Oh my God. Naked bikes for life. Give us those 3 stars, finally, in a time attack. And we've won the prize, because we got all the stars for the first time. Look at that Kawasaki. Beautiful thing. Yeah, why not? So we've completed our first volume then. 17 out of 17 in the Sport Heritage. There you go, 3 stars out of 3, apart from that Tenerife race. We got 5 out of 5. Actually, it's not a Kawasaki, it's an SM based on a Kawasaki. So, very successful episode then. Actually got us set up right as well. We found our perfect bike as well, these naked bikes. What a beautiful bike that was to ride. Definitely is our favourite so far. So next time, it looks like we're going all-road, supermoto, race to the limit for asphalt purists. Next time, we could do some more icons, do the Heritage Cup, crowning the cream bike of Clubberman circuits. Then further down, we've got some racing bikes to explore. Then some country roads. And then, if we complete 2 more volumes, then we do the special of the Kawasaki Ninja ZX10R, the history and evolution. But I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.